Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. This is Hamid Muzaffar from HTV7 English. Today, I bring you an extremely important message from the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan. His third open letter to the Chief of Army Staff, General Asim Munir, dated February 13, 2025, is a powerful and urgent appeal addressing the dire state of affairs in Pakistan. This letter is not about personal gains or political concessions. It is a call to safeguard Pakistan's democracy, justice system, and national security. Imran Khan highlights fundamental issues pushing Pakistan toward devastation, from electoral manipulation to human rights violations, economic instability, and the erosion of democratic values. He exposes the alarming realities confronting our beloved nation. Without any further delay, let me present to you the full and unedited letter of Imran Khan. Imran Khan's letter. I am neither seeking any deal for myself nor any concession for my party. As a former Prime Minister and a patriotic Pakistani, my sole concern is the restoration of my army's reputation and the national interest of my beloved country. Despite the fact that the army is engaged in a war against terrorism and facing daily casualties, there is a lack of harmony between the public and the military due to the establishment's policies. I urge the ISPR to refrain from presenting false narratives. Repeatedly claiming that the armed forces do not interfere in politics is an insult to the intelligence of the nation. In this era of social media, nothing can be concealed. Every citizen of the country is aware that it is the army chief who runs the system of this country. Be it electoral rigging, the buying and selling of parliamentarians, the destruction of the judiciary, or oppressive laws restricting public opinion. Both our well-informed nation and the international community are aware of the invisible hands orchestrating these actions. Therefore, I request that falsehoods be avoided, as they only tarnish the reputation of the military as an institution. I will highlight 5 key points that have pushed Pakistan to the brink of devastation. 1. Imposing rejected figures on the nation through rigged elections. The establishment's policy of installing rejected leaders through rigged elections is causing immense harm to the country. Not long ago, the nation was being informed about the corruption scandals involving assets such as Surrey Mansion and Mayfair Flats. However, the entire state, machinery, and agencies were deployed not only to conduct massive pre-election rigging, but also to orchestrate the biggest post-election fraud in history, forcibly imposing these same individuals on the nation. Efforts have been made to propagate the narrative that the cases against the Sharif and Zardari families were politically motivated. However, the truth is that no corruption cases were initiated against them during our tenure. The NAB, National Accountability Bureau, was never under our control. General Bajwa was the one who controlled it. All cases against them predated our tenure. The only case initiated during our government was the Ramzan Sugar Mills case against Shehbaz Sharif, which has also been closed. The amendments in NOB laws have inflicted an economic loss of 1,100 billion rupees on the country. The army is now bearing the brunt of the blame. 2. The destruction of democracy. Democracy thrives on moral authority. A government can only function democratically if it possesses ethical legitimacy. Over the past 3 decades, Pakistan had gradually progressed toward democratic restoration. The judiciary had attained some independence. The media had gained a degree of freedom, and the country was on a path to improvement. However, first our government was ousted through a conspiracy. Then, not only was a fraudulent government installed, but the constitution was violated to ensure their continued rule. Elections were postponed. Our election symbol was taken away. Our key candidates were barred from contesting, and even our election campaign was suppressed. Despite these obstacles, when the Pakistani people gave us a landslide victory, the results were altered through Form 47. The Patan Report, an independent election audit, has exposed 64 new methods of rigging, with severe media censorship and human rights violations. All pillars of democracy have been dismantled. 3. Misplaced national priorities. While the world is progressing forward, we are moving in the opposite direction. Pakistan needs deep structural reforms, including institutional strengthening, the rule of law, economic growth, and job creation. But those who seize power through NROs and electoral fraud lack the Capacity for reform. Today, we have a fraudulent parliament, sham legislators, counterfeit ministers, and even a fake president. National stability can only be achieved through rule of law and granting citizens their fundamental freedoms. 4. Brain drain and capital flight. Due to ongoing oppression and lawlessness, the Pakistani public is deeply disheartened. Investors and skilled professionals are leaving the country in large numbers. Over the past 2 years, 1.7 million people have migrated abroad, causing an estimated economic loss of $15 to $20 billion. Economic instability is at its peak. With zero growth and negligible investment, reports of Pakistanis perishing at sea while attempting to flee the country emerge daily, underscoring the depth of despair prevalent in the nation. 5. Human rights violations. The country is witnessing an era of fascism, marked by rampant violations of fundamental human rights. On February 8, 2025, police raids were conducted across the country, violating the sanctity of private homes. The Punjab police has descended into sheer lawlessness. On May 9, 2023, and November 26, 2024, our unarmed, democracy-loving supporters faced extreme brutality, over 100,000 raids, 20,000 arrests, and thousands tortured. Civilians have been subjected to military trials. Justice has been completely destroyed. Pakistan is now ruled by force, not law. Analysis and conclusion. This letter is a wake-up call to every patriotic Pakistani. Imran Khan has exposed the manipulation of democracy, the destruction of institutions, and the suppression of fundamental rights. Can a nation progress when its electoral system is rigged? Can democracy thrive when voices are silenced? Can justice prevail when institutions are manipulated? The answer is clear. Unless Pakistan returns to the path of constitutional governance, the crisis will only deepen. The people of Pakistan must stand firm for their rights, and it is now up to the establishment to make the right decision before it is too late. May Allah protect Pakistan and guide us toward justice, democracy, and national unity. Pakistan Zindabad. This is Hamid Muzaffar from HTV7 English. Stay informed. Stay aware. Pakistan Zindabad.